In this class, let us learn electric dipole. A pair of equal and opposite point charges separated by a small distance. So, minus q negative charge and plus q separated by a distance 2a. 2a is the length of the dipole or dipole length. The direction of dipole is from negative to positive. So, dipole length is considered as a vector quantity directed from negative to positive. The strength of the dipole is measured by the quantity dipole moment. The dipole moment is the product of one of the charge and the separation. Dipole moment is denoted by P. It is a vector quantity. It has the same direction as that of dipole length. So, vector P is equal to Q into 2A. So, it is directed from negative to positive. It has a unit coulomb meter. Polar molecules are examples of dipole. For example, water molecule H2O. In water molecule, there are two hydrogen atoms and an oxygen atom. Hydrogen will be slightly positive and oxygen will be slightly negative. So, the centers of positive and negative charges are separated by a small distance. So, this is an example of a dipole. If you consider dipole as a whole, the total charge of the dipole is 0. But dipole produces an electric field in the surroundings because the charges are separated by a distance. Electric field at any point is the vector sum of the electric fields due to positive charge and negative charge. So, let us find the electric field of a dipole at a point on the axis. The center of the dipole is O. Let us consider a point P on the axial line. The point is at a distance r from the center. The electric field at P is due to electric field of positive and negative charges. For the positive charge, the electric field is directed away from the charge, E plus Q. For the negative charge, electric field is directed towards the charge, E minus Q. So, the electric field on the axial line, electric field at P, is the vector sum of the two fields. Since the fields are opposite in direction, theta is 180 degree. And the magnitude of the resultant field is the difference between the charges, electric fields due to the charges. Since E minus Q is greater than E plus Q, it is E minus Q minus E plus Q, because negative charge is at a near point than the positive charge. E minus Q is equal to kq by r minus a the whole square, as the distance of the negative charge from P is r minus a, and E plus Q is kq by r plus a the whole square, as the distance of positive charge from P is r plus a. So, the resultant field, magnitude of the resultant field is kq is common into 1 by r minus a the whole square minus 1 by r plus a the whole square. So, let us take the LCM. So, the numerator is r plus a the whole square minus r minus a the whole square, and it is equal to 4ar, and the denominator is r plus a into r minus a, that is r square minus a square the whole square. But the dipole moment P is equal to Q into 2A. So Q into 4A can be written as 2P. And the direction of the electric field, resultant field, is the direction of E minus Q, because E minus Q is greater. And it is directed from negative to positive. So it has the same direction as that of dipole moment. So in vector form we can write it as E axial is equal to K into 2 PR by R square minus A square the whole square, where K is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. And if the point is at a large distance, that is R very much greater than A square can be neglected. So the denominator is R raised to 4, then R by R raised to 4 is R cube. So E axial is equal to 2 Kp by R cube. The direction is from minus Q to plus Q, same as that of dipole moment. Now let us see the field at a point on the equatorial plane of the dipole. A line passing through the center normal to the length of the dipole is the equatorial line. Consider a point P on the equatorial line at a distance r from the center of the dipole. The electric field at P due to positive charge is directed away from the charge, and electric field due to negative charge is directed towards the charge. So the resultant electric field at a point on the equatorial line, E equatorial, is the electric field at P is a vector sum of E plus Q and E minus Q. But E plus Q is equal to E minus Q, that is equal to KQ by R square plus A square, where the distance AP is equal to root of R square plus A square, and that is equal to dP. So the electric fields are equal in magnitude. So the resultant field can be found using parallelogram law of vector addition. Complete the parallelogram and the diagonal represent the resultant electric field. Magnitude of the resultant field E is equal to root of E plus Q square plus E minus Q square plus 2 EQ E minus Q cos 2 theta, where 2 theta is the angle between the two vectors. Since this angle is theta, the angle between the vectors is 2 theta. Since both are equal in magnitude, can write it as root of 2 EQ square plus 2 EQ square cos 2 theta. 2 EQ square is common, so 1 plus cos 2 theta. But 1 plus cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta. Let us take the square root, 2 EQ cos theta, where cos theta can be found from the triangle AOP. Cos theta is equal to A by AP, hypotenuse AP. So A by root of R square plus A square. So let us substitute for EQ and cos theta. So 2 times KQ by R square plus A square into A by root of R square plus A square. But Q into 2A is dipole moment. So Kp by R square plus A square raised to 3 by 2. If the point is at large distance from the dipole, R is very much greater than A. So equatorial electric field is Kp by R cube, because A square can be neglected. But the direction of the electric field is opposite to the dipole moment, because the direction is towards right or from positive to negative, while the dipole moment is from negative to positive. So in vector form we can write E equatorial is equal to minus Kp by r cube. The negative sign shows that E equatorial is opposite to dipole moment. So we can conclude E axial is 2 times Kp by r cube and E equatorial is minus Kp by r cube for r very much greater than dipole length. So the magnitude of E axial is 2 times E equatorial, but the directions are opposite. But the electric field due to dipole varies directly as 1 by r cube, while the electric field due to a point charge varies directly as 1 by r square. Thank you.